Hi everyone, it's Loretta. Thanks for joining me today. Today I have a quick share for you. This plastic storage tub, which I cannot get in the shot completely, but you can mostly see it, I guess, is a container that holds all of my stamps from the company Your Next Stamp. I'd like to share with you what I have started doing with companies that I collect a lot of their stamps. In this case, one of my all-time favorites, the Your Next Stamp folks, and I'm going to show that to you. I purchased these small sleeves from my local Staples store. You can also buy them from staples.com. They are actually made for the smaller binders, not the 8.5 by 11 ones, but the other ones. I think that they are A4 sized. These have a Velcro closure, and they are gusseted so that they do expand quite a bit, as you will see. This one actually is holding some blanks for making ATCs and pocket pages. It is 3-hole punched to go in those smaller binders, even though right now that doesn't really matter. In this tub, I have separated the stamps and the dies and labeled each package. For example, this package has things like the slider mechanisms, and it has some border dies, a snowdrift right there. This is actually a to-from set that probably would be better served in my envelope that I have set aside for Christmas, but it works where it is. There are also some tearaway dies and some dies that are shaped like the apple. And the circle, this one actually cuts the circle as well as each individual part of that circle. So you could definitely do some inlay die cutting with that. And yes, I have actually used 90% of the stamps that I have bought from Your Next Stamp, and I just placed another order of their new things that have just come out, and I am waiting for their coffee themed stamps and dies to come back into stock. They are on my wish list. This one is Christmas themed, so the stamps and dies that are Christmas related are in here. This particular stamp set that you can see through the plastic, I used in an art journal page. You can check out my channel under art journaling for that if you want to see those. This one is an underwater stamps and dies. These are a lot of sea creatures. To keep these on the opposite side of that magnetic sheet, and this magnetic sheet is actually a magnetic vent cover. So there are 2 stamp sets that coordinate and they're matching dies, and those are in this particular envelope. You can buy these envelopes, I think that they come in 4 different colors, and I just bought the one that had the different colors because it was actually a little less expensive. This one is spring, St. Patrick's Day, and Easter. All of these stamp sets that you see have been used, and I'm pretty sure that both the Easter and the St. Patrick's one have been made into art journal pages as well. Once again, the dies are stored on magnetic sheets that are meant as covers for your ductwork. They are easily cuttable with a pair of scissors and your paper trimmer. It cuts through it like butter. They are not really strong, but they're strong enough to hold the dies in place, and if one happens to fall loose, then it's only going to fall into the bottom of this plastic container, which means that I'm not as likely to lose a die, which I absolutely love that. This is kind of an everything else sleeve. This has a lot of things that I use exclusively for cards that I make for my grandson, or cards that I make for my chemo buddy's birthday list. I just cannot bring myself to buy the cheap store-made birthday cards. Can't do it. I already have the supplies that I need. It just takes a little time. This is where cutting out some of those shapes in advance and coloring them and having them on hand comes in handy. In many of these sets, like this one for example, I do have a few die cuts tucked in. Here's a pair that I stamped and die cut earlier, and since I have some extra pieces, they are just with the stamp set and die set. And here are those balloons that I have used on previous blog posts and entries, Facebook, that type of thing. You have seen this die cut. And I have used that on many a chemo buddy card for their birthdays. So those can also go into small plastic zip top bags inside of these folders as well. But so far, just having them in there works. This folder is for teaching chemistry and explosives. And I put explosives because this one does have these little bomb guys, I guess you could call them, with their matching dies. And there are a library card, and there are some dies that are scissors and glue and things like that in this particular pouch. There are two that are for monsters, dinosaurs, and miscellaneous. These are mostly critter stamps. And these are precious because these are just great for children's cards. They're really great for any occasion, frankly, that you can think of. Anything cute is right up my alley. I'm more of a cutesy stamper than I am a mixed media artist by any far stretch of the imagination. I love doing art journaling. I love it. And I love doing mixed media. But if I can stamp it, then it makes it easier for me. It's no fuss, no muss. I don't even really have to think about it too hard and just pull something together that I'm happy with. One last envelope with stamps. These are all stamps and no dies. So these sets do not have matching dies, but they are just cute. They have the little horse, the hedgehog, little puppy dog in his bone, alligator, just things of that nature. So that's what's in that pocket. And then last but by no means least, I have a pocket for embellishments from Your Next Stamp. These are their gumdrops. They are basically enamel dots, and I just love them. So, and they all fit in this large tub that you saw earlier. And I have some more envelopes of these pockets, whatever you want to call them, that will be housing even more stamps and dies once they come in, which will probably be about, let's see, today's Friday. I'll probably have them by Wednesday or Thursday of next week. So thank you for joining me today. Stamp happy and be a blessing. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thumbs up this video if you like it. Don't forget to check out my blog when you get a chance. I will be posting this over on the blog as well. Have a great weekend. I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now. Hi everyone, it's Loretta.